Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this thing that's going on with these ships and container ships out here in the seas, man, out there in the coast of, in the Pacific coast, out in LA, ports are jam packed, and Long Beach ports are jam packed. And in this video, you're gonna see how upset some of these truck drivers are, man. That people are upset, man. They got families to feed, and they got different lifestyles they got to take care of, and they can't move a dime right now. They can't move anything right now. We know what's going on. We know the times that we're in. We're not foolish to these times. We gotta thank the Lord for that, man, for pulling us out of this wicked world and giving us this truth, man. And with this truth, we gotta continue to push it, man. We see these things happening. How would it be, like we always say, man? It's a hole down in the middle of the road, and we know it's there, but you don't know it's there. But we gonna tell you it's there, but you get mad or you buck up or you still falling. So we just wiping the blood off our hands, basically, man. But the times that we're in, man, it's about to get real ugly out here, man. And these people are gonna be filling it from their pocketbooks, to everything. They're telling people every time the news something like this happens and they discuss these backlogs of ships out there. They say you better start shopping early for Christmas. The vice president said that about a month ago. You better start shopping early for Christmas. Man, these people know this is it, man. Your American dream is down the drain right now, man. They got you wearing these foolish masks. People are taking pictures with these masks on and stuff, man. Prom pictures and stuff. Y'all look foolish, man. You had a Jake, man, trying to swim in the swimming pool with the mask on, man. That's how fearful these people are, man. They walk around, the streets with these masks on and pure oxygen outside, and you rather put a mask on, man. These people are done. But yeah, man. I'm gonna play some of this video. I got some verses.
10 o'clock. Big problems at the Port of LA. The backlog of ships and their cargo has reached a boiling point. Truck drivers say they're sick and tired of waiting all day long for the loads. And tonight, the director of the port says there's only so much he can do to tackle that massive problem.
As KCAL 9 Orange County reporter Stacy Butler tells us tonight, he's demanding help now from the feds.
It's kind of crazy. Everywhere you turn on the news now, they're demanding help from the feds. Here in Chicago, due to the crime rate, they're demanding help from the feds. In rural parts in the South, I can't remember exact states, they're demanding help from the feds because they don't have enough school bus drivers. I think in Florida or in New York, one of the spots, they fired so many doctors recently, because they didn't want to get down with the Vicky, that they're now calling in federal troops, man, So these days are getting really ugly, man. When the federal troops come in, and we brothers watched the video about a week ago about how the troops, man, they're a different degree than the police, man. They're a different degree of lawness than the police. They have different rules, Their rules of engagement is totally different than the police, They had an Edomite girl. She said, "Hey, man, I'm ready." You had a few brothers. They ready. And who were they ready for? To turn against on their own people, man. They say, I have a job to do. I have to defend. I have a contract, or written or obligation for my higher ups to listen to what they say and stuff. That's basically what she was saying, man. And these are the times we're in, man. Let me bring this out real fast. It's Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Because these evil days are coming. They're coming up real fast, man. Look at this, man. This is man. I would be I would be at all if I seen this, if I wasn't in this truth and didn't know any better, man. And I'm living in that area, Los Angeles or off in Long Beach, and you can just look on the coastline and just see all these tankers out there, man. Like, what in the world is going on, man? And then, man, look, he says, I'm continuing, he says, Ecclesiastes 12:2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, man. And that's coming, right? That's coming. It's good. These dark days are coming, man. People are preparing. The vice president said, and I just ran down on people, man. They thinking about these holidays, but they're also letting you know, man, because these store shelves will not be filled like the people think they will be, man. They think that a few years back you could just waltz through Michigan Street and just go to these different stores. That stuff is over with. They got these mandates that are passing out heavy. They want you to have passports to go into these different restaurants nowadays. It's gonna get ugly, and that's why I believe that most of them ships are out there, man. They're not really telling the underbelly of them. It's a reason why. It's not just they're out there for no reason. No, it's a reason why. Because y'all done fired, 9 times out of 10, you fired half of the workers because they're not complying with your new rules, your draconian rules that you're putting in. These are the evil days that the scriptures speak about, man. And it's going to get worse, man. Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grounding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. This place is being brought low, man, daily, man. Whether it be the crime waves that's going on in these different cities in America, these urban crawl holes that we call cities. We live in these ghettos and everything, man. This place is done, man. It's gonna be more and more of this stuff, man. And I got some more verses. Let me let some more play.
70 cargo ships and counting from Long Beach to Laguna.
It's getting worse every day. I've been trucking 31 years. 31 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, this is a phenomenon, for real. This is bad.
Few are more frustrated about the backlog at the Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach than truck drivers.
He said, it's never been like this. I remember it's always been good. It's always been good. He says, let me bring this out, man. This is Isaiah 43:18. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Because these people, they're stuck on the days of past, man. That stuff is over with, man. And that's another reason you got to thank the Lord for being in this truth, man. Because if you were still in the world, you'd be thinking about the days of past and still trying to live them days. I remember I bumped into this one girl when I was working at one of my jobs that I went to high school with. She came to me asking me, was I going to attend the adult prom? I'm like, man, I went to prom like 30 years ago, man. What do I look like going back to some prom, man? Reliving my them days, man. I live forward, man. I don't look back, But the old school, he gonna have to learn. He gonna feel it, man. He gonna feel it in his pocket real soon, man. Because he's upset, man. He's thinking about the days when the money was good, man.
First caught in the chaos.
I got friends right now. They are in line at Hanji in TTI terminal from 9 o'clock in the morning. And they haven't pulled the load yet. The longshoremen and the people inside, they get paid by the hour, but not the drivers.
Some blame outdated infrastructure, importers with nowhere to store the containers, and dock help not keeping up with demand.
Last night I was there from 8 o'clock to 3 in the morning, and I couldn't get, they kicked me out because they leave at 3 o'clock, so I'm out. And they only have, one crane for 60 trucks. And you know what the thing is? It's ridiculous. They have 2 other cranes sitting.
So how often does it happen where you show up, wait 8 hours, and then get turned away?
Wow, man. Like, out of 10, a good 6 or 7 times.
Gene Soroka, the executive director of the Port of Los Angeles, just finished a massive study of the port's weak spots. He knows truckers need help. He just launched Accelerate Cargo LA.
Hey, truckers need help. This is the beginning of the uprisings of the people, man. People gonna get mad. A hungry man is an angry man. My man, like, he just broke down. He said they get paid hourly. I don't get paid hourly. It's a big difference, man. They're working. They out there regardless. They still gonna get paid. I'm not. This is the beginning. He says, this is Luke. We start at 21 and 10. And then said he unto them, nation shall rise up against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Let me go back some. He says, in great earthquakes, I was seeing these ships out here, man. I'll be thinking in my head, man, what if the Lord just sent a tidal wave or a hurricane, through there, man? Man, they really be jacked up, man. You really talk about some hard times there, man. That's all it takes is the Lord just to send some angels, death angels or something, just to send a storm through there real quick, man. And all those goods will be to the waste for real, man. These are dark days coming ahead, man. And he said, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven, man. More and more chariots being seen, man. These are more and more signs of this wicked kingdom coming down. We're going to call this weak place great. This wicked kingdom going down, man.
Pilot program to get cargo moving and fast, but it likely won't be enough. He says the feds have got to step in.
Over the last 10 years, the federal government and Congress has out-invested West Coast ports at a rate 11 to 1. That's got to change. And with an infrastructure bill pending vote in Congress this week, we need all eyes on Los Angeles. This is what 10 years of underinvestment looks like, and we need to move forward.
One of the biggest problems out here is finding a place for containers like...
So at times we got to look up some of these words when this devil slips up and gives out information, man. So the devil says out investment. So I had to look up that because I never really heard that word before. And in a time like this, when they're asking what's going on with these ports, you know what I'm saying? What you mean out investment? What does this mean? So it says an initial investment in a company that provides a certain amount of equity with the intent to buy more of the company at a later date, especially when a certain regulatory hurdle has been met. So what is that regulatory hurdle, man? What is that regulatory hurdle he's speaking about, man? Might it be the mandates that are in play right now? That's what I think is really happening, man. They once again they've told these people that they got to get down and lay down. And people mostly are quitting in that. You know what I'm saying? Because he said that most of them cranes have a certain amount of people working, and they only work on one crane. So that's why the turnaround rate is not happening like it's supposed to. But we also see that some of the company is, some underhand deals is being happening. That's what Esau does, as usual. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.